So over the weekend, Bitcoin closed out another red candle as it dropped 22% and broke below key support levels that many considered as the market bottom. Now in today's video, we'll discuss exactly why Bitcoin experienced a flash crash once again over the weekend amidst this bear market. We'll cover the new updates regarding Celsius network and also provide some insight into when the USDD algorithmic stablecoin will regain its peg. If you are liking these daily market updates, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And with that being said, ladies and gents, let's hop into the computer and see what's going on in this bloody market for today. All right, first of all, crypto fear and greed index. Seeing extreme fear, seeing a 9 on the scale, nothing different. Going into the crypto market cap, seeing a little bit of an increase at 1%, and that is because Bitcoin did have a bounce back up after going under the $20,000 levels. Now, outside of crypto, we have other equities, including the US stock and bond markets, which are closed today, Monday, June 20th, in observance of the Juneteenth holiday. And over the weekend, Bitcoin officially falling under its 2017 previous highs as it broke below its $20,000 support and made a new bear market low of $17,500 for the first time since November 2020. Now, guys, if you didn't know, according to data from Glassnode, we actually got reports that investors exited Bitcoin positions worth a record $7.3 billion over the past few days, amounting to the most significant US dollar denominated loss in the asset's history. Now, by the way, a realized loss is the sale of an asset below the price it was acquired. So what this means is approximately 555,000 Bitcoin have changed hands between the prices of 18,000 and 23,000. The data also shows that there has been losses ranging between $1.5 billion and $2 billion every single day. Now, we have individuals who might be paper handing their investments or saying, okay, you know what, I'm sick of it. I want my money back from this market or the little that's left over. How about the long-term holders? How about people who have been invested into crypto for many years? What are they doing? This data here indicates and shows us people aren't really thinking logically at this point. There are people who entered Bitcoin at some terrible price points or otherwise near as Bitcoin's all-time high and deciding to sell it here. When we're talking about the psychology of investment charts, oftentimes this here is actually another signal for the bottom. We have investors who bought at the near top and realizing, okay, I'm getting sick of these losses. Let me sell at the bottom. And usually, oftentimes, there's when a specific crowd of people tend to make mistakes is usually when we see a reversal happen. Now, starting this Monday morning, Bitcoin got a relief rally as the price went back over $20,000. And now at the current resistance level, it's fighting going to be $21,000 at the time of filming this video. If we take a look at the 4-hour charts, Bitcoin's RSI is currently neutral at the 53 levels and is now trading above its 20 moving average, which is that blue line on your screen. On the daily and weekly charts, Bitcoin is just barely considered oversold with an RSI of 29 on the daily and 26 on the weekly. Taking a look at Ethereum, still one of the assets that I'm having my focus on this year, still knowing we have Ethereum 2.0 coming up. Right now, the weekly charts look very similar compared to Bitcoin's chart, meaning Ethereum dropped with Bitcoin this weekend. It broke that $1,000 support level. We even saw $875 registered for this asset. But since then, we were able to recover. Now it's back at over $1,100. It's still trading way below its 2017 highs of $1,400, but this may actually be a good opening buying opportunity for any investor looking to start their dollar cost average. If we take a look at some more data, according to Glassnode, there was somewhat early signs of a decline in Ethereum usage and network demand. They state the daily transaction count, which is the pink, and the average gas price paid, which is blue, have been a nearly 6-month macro decline, which suggests that overall activity, demand, and utilization of the Ethereum chain are now coming to a softening. Additionally, on top of that, with capital increasingly taking those risk-off positions, the TVL on Ethereum has now declined by $124 billion, or down about 60% over the last 6 weeks. Right now, driving down TVL to $81 billion. With less in demand in the overall FUD in the market, Ethereum has now dropped over 82% from its all-time high this past weekend. Now, my thoughts on all the price action we've seen over the weekend, the buy entries that we're seeing with Ethereum closing in on under $1,000. Right now, the weekend's price action and data may suggest that hodlers finally gave into that market FUD. Several analysts believe that Bitcoin wouldn't ever drop below $20,000 because hodlers would have just stayed so strong. They would have clenched them diamond cheeks and they would have understood the long-term vision of crypto. crypto, but it looks like all that just got tossed out when we saw a bit more liquidations happening. Now, it's unclear whether or not hodlers liquidated their positions because they think the assets are going to go down even lower or if they need the money right now. But regardless, I will say this was a rough weekend for the crypto markets. But on the optimistic side, whenever we see drops in prices and we see people selling off their hands, this is when new players come in and re-enter them as well. Regardless of not whether this past weekend was the market bottom for anyone who did buy in and choose to work in the opposite, when everyone's screaming, running around with their heads cut off and they went ahead and bought the dip, you would have been able to see a positive investment back on your money. And it's these short-term wins alongside a bear market where you can start adding up and making equivalent gains to as what you did in the bull market. It may not be as easy to make money in a market like this when everyone is losing, but if you are an active trader, you are experienced, or you have life lessons tucked under your belt, this is times where people who are good at trading, who are confident in their mindset, in their ability to be able to find success in these markets, you should be able to do well. Volatility opens up doors, which open up opportunities for you to ultimately get in and make money. Now, going into some of the top winners, believe it or not, we have synthetics, a crypto, random crypto up here, up 54%. We have 1inch up 17%. We have a step in or GMT up 13%. And we're seeing a decent amount of green within the market since we've had that bit of a relief rally. Now, keep in mind over the weekend, it was not just Bitcoin and Ethereum going down. I was getting alerts triggered on my phone for 10 to 30% losses since Saturday and Sunday when most of the market was going down in price. Now, last week, we went ahead and covered how billionaire Elon Musk alongside his companies SpaceX and Tesla were all being sued for $258 billion in a class action lawsuit for apparently being engaged in a crypto pyramid scheme and pumping the price of Dogecoin intentionally. Well, there are some new updates with regards to Elon Musk, and apart from that $258 billion fine, the court case would prohibit Elon Musk from endorsing the cryptocurrency on any social media platforms and officially recognize Doge trading as gambling in the US. So although the lawsuit on this is still very early and it didn't really resonate with anyone in the crypto community just because people think it's pretty ridiculous, the accusations here and coming from Elon Musk and the sheer size of this is just wild. Elon Musk doubled down on his love for the Dogecoin ecosystem with yesterday's tweet. He stated, "I will keep supporting Dogecoin," with 344,000 likes. And then he even got a response from Altcoin Gordon and he responded with, "I am going to keep buying it." Now, once again, as you can imagine, the Musk effect was still here, was still imminent amongst this bear market, and Dogecoin pumped 22% from being at 50 cents to a high as 62 cents throughout the day. Let me know what you guys think of the entire Elon Musk pump. If you guys think this is any indicator within the market, or if this is just some additional news just swimming by, not really meaning much. All right, so if you guys have been one of the many people trying to buy up this dip and you don't want to just get wrecked with all those trading fees that normal exchanges offer, don't forget to check out our sponsor for today, FTX. FTX is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, and you can trade crypto on FTX with up to 85% lower fees than their top competitors. You have no fixed minimum fees, no ACH transaction fees, and you can also set up reoccurring buys directly within the app, making dollar cost averaging within this market a lot more easier. Amongst a time when certain exchanges are holding your money, they're not allowing you to sell off, FTX has actually been holding up strong. They've been consistent, and even on top of that, they've been allowing our subscribers, our followers for this channel to even earn an additional amount just by using my link down below. Now, if crypto does scare you, FTX also has a stock platform that is coming out soon, so you can diversify your portfolio with them there. And on top of that, they still have been maintaining a lot of their partnerships with a lot of the top athletes, Steph Curry, Tom Brady. They even have the FTX Arena in Miami. If you guys want to sign up and earn up to $100 just by trading with your account, don't forget to check out the link. Use code Jung. So guys, check it out down below if you haven't done so already. And word on the street is the sign-up bonus, the $100 thing, it might not be around for a long time. So if you guys want to check it out, link is down below. So going back into the topic of USDD, this may be another situation of what we saw with Terra Luna. If that happens, I can't imagine how much farther the market would go down. So let me give you just a little recap on what's going on in the market right now. Basically, a month ago, the Tron ecosystem released USDD as a competitor to Terra's UST. Now, traders are becoming even more concerned since last week that the Tron ecosystem suffered a massive setback when the USDD stablecoin lost its $1 peg, and it still has not yet fully recovered. If you guys remember what happened the last time a stablecoin lost its peg, well, this is the reason why people are freaking out. So following the depegging of the stablecoin, the Tron DAO has now increased its holdings to support the blockchain. The Tron DAO is trying to preserve their security of USDD by having enough reserves with the current collateral ratio of over even 300%. Now the DAO went ahead and boosted its USDC supply by 300 million last week, and the total collateral value supporting USDD is currently at a whopping $2.34 billion, consisting of 14,000 Bitcoin and 1.08 billion USD dollars. Now the market cap is currently sitting at $700 million, and on Sunday, USDD fell to its new low of 92 cents before regaining the 96 cent level. Now keep in mind, through all this is just another algorithmic stablecoin, and it could have a same effect of what we saw over with Terra Luna. This could be happening right now just from the overall volatility within the market and the general FUD that we're feeling right now. I think if USDD is not able to regain its peg within the next few weeks, it could be in a heap of trouble. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys would have your money on Tron stablecoin, but just in case you do, please make sure you're aware of this and you're taking extra precautions. If you don't have money into Tron's stablecoin, this still affects us, just because if another giant stablecoin with this much Bitcoin goes down, we're going to see another dip in the market. For the most part, you guys have to understand that when we're going through a bear market, we're going to see a lot of companies go down. Unlike how I felt, like how Do Kwon felt, where he was finding all this entertainment in companies falling, and you know that evil line he had with that chess player girl. We're not on that same situation. We're not on that vibe like he is right there. We want companies to be able to survive, but naturally during a bear market, they get wiped out. A lot of low cap projects, a lot of crappy projects, they're going to get wiped out completely. And it's during times like this where we're going to regain legitimate good companies that's going to carry you strong towards the next bull run. Now, something we got to discuss is going to be Celsius Network, because as of now, most people still cannot, when I say most, almost everyone who has their money locked up with Celsius still cannot withdraw their actual funds from this exchange. We got some more shady stuff going on. Well, CEO Alex Machinsky, he was supposed to have an AMA talking about what's going on with the market on Friday. And then he realized right before a few minutes it was going to start, they're just going to cancel it. So since last week's freeze and an announcement, which was just very broad, not specific at all, no clear instruction, not many people have been able to get their money out. It's still been the same. So last week, people were concerned and questioning the entire mindset, whether Celsius has the capability of surviving the crypto winter. And this week, the crypto community has accepted that they most likely won't. Investors, including Brian Jung himself, I'm just assuming that the $3,000-$4,000 I had within Celsius before the market dip, it was maybe 10, 14,000. That's good to gone. Good to gone. Gone for good. Bear market is so bad right now, I can't even English. Now, I believe out of all this, Celsius has taken the exact wrong approach on going silent and leaving their customer base in the dark. I think it's a lot easier and would be better for both sides if they were just transparent about the situation, when we could see a timeline, if the actual case that people will never get their money back is in fact true. In the past week, the investors have stepping up by actually doing something like short squeezing their asset, resulting from market manipulation and crypto whales pumping up the coin, dumping it, and trying to get as much money as they can away from this asset. Now, although within the past 24 hours, Celsius has gone up 30%, it looks like there is a lot of eyes on it and people want to destroy their actual token to the ground. If you happen to be a savvy trader, I think you will find a lot more opportunity with Celsius at the moment, but I would say please exercise caution when you're looking at this crypto and their exchange in whole right now. All right, guys, so that is a majority of today's market update. Not much else happening within the news, just bear market stuff. I've been going to the gym a lot more. Hopefully you guys are finding some activities within this time. With the stock market being closed, I think a lot of people are at home right now for holiday season too. Please make sure you guys are keeping yourself in check. I know how rough it can get within red markets just like this. Just an announcement to make. We may not have a market update for Thursday, Friday. Just a small chance. I'm gonna try my best to get it out. Even if it's a small 3 to 5 minute update, we're gonna try to do something there. But I will be headed to New York this week for Crypto NFT Week. So if I run into anyone there, if you guys happen to live in New York and you guys see me on the streets, definitely holler, definitely say what's up. I love meeting you guys in person, and amongst this time, I don't think it would hurt to get a little bit of socialization happening as well. Now, like the usual, don't forget to drop a like down below if you did find any value at all in today's market update. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and check out the links down below for FTX and also Also, follow me on Twitter and my Instagram if you haven't done so already. If you do follow me, please watch out for impersonators and scammers, as they will follow you and DM you trying to sell things as well. And please just be safe out here. On top of that, I have an exclusive Discord group where you can get access to my buy and sell alerts, technical analysis from some of the best advisors, as well as access to a community of other investors with the Patreon link down below. Thank you all so much again for watching today's video. The code word for this video is going to be LEAF. Comment that down below if you guys made it all the way to the end. Thank you all so much again for watching, and until next time, peace out.